Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Ryan Caliente coming back to you with another video. And we in the lab right now. And I just wanted to share something that I learned with you guys. Um, I've been making beats for about like 7 months now, maybe going on 8. I don't know everything. I've been working on these MPC standalone units, the MPC 1 OG and the OG Key 37. And there's a lot that I'm learning every single day, and just the whole process of creativity and beat making. And so I wanted to come on here and show you guys a little bit of some of the stuff I've been laying down, but also something I've learned in the process of making beats. And so I'm gonna turn the camera over real quick and show you on my Key 37. So I was working on a trap beat the other day, right? And I was just, I hadn't made a trap beat in a while, and I was like, you know what, man, let me try to go for making a trap beat. I have been making, boom bap beats, and just being creative and trying different things. And so I went through some of the expansion packs that they have for the NPCs, and I was trying to lay down a trap beat, and I had this idea, and I really liked that sound. Like, I was inspired by that initial sound, and so I wanted to lay down some drums with it. So this was what I started to come up with. But as I started to lay down the patterns, I wasn't really feeling the other sounds. I wasn't really feeling the drums. I wasn't really feeling the other sounds in the sample pack. And I know you can go and choose different drums and things like that. You can bring in sounds from other sources, but sometimes I like to use the expansion kits that whatever sounds they come with. I try to use those. And so I try to switch it up a little bit, and I came up with this next idea. Going back to the initial pattern that I heard in my mind when I was first laying it down. And so I like this a little bit better. And so I was listening to it, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm probably going to end up switching out a lot of the sounds that come in the kit and just using other trap sounds from other trap kits, because I really like this. I really like that pattern, right? And so I want to use that, but I want to use like different drums and different sounds with it, because I'm not really feeling a lot of the sounds that were in here. So that synth I came up with, but what I started to learn though and realize is like I was starting to force the creativity to come, even though I wasn't really feeling the sounds that were in the kit. So I was working on it for like a couple days, right? And then I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna I'm gonna do what I'm feeling in the moment, right? And so I ended up just completely changing it, right? And going back to making a whole new boom bap beat, because I had been in a flow for making boom bap beats. So I'm gonna pull that up right now and show you guys. Instead of forcing the creativity, I decided to just go with what I was feeling emotionally and just the vibe that I was in, right? So this is what I ended up coming up with, and I was using a sample pack for a boom bap kit, and I used a synthesizer as well. I created this beat with MIDI, which I'll probably end up doing a video on using MIDI because I think MIDI is very interesting. I don't see a whole lot of videos out there about MIDI, and I think it's really cool. Has a lot of potential. So I used a mini pattern, and let me just show you. Here's the intro. So I found this MIDI pattern that I really liked, and I was like, you know what, man? I just downloaded Melted Vibes, and I really like the sounds in Melted Vibes. Like this is an amazing instrument pack. I definitely recommend it. If you guys got the MPC, I definitely recommend getting Melted Vibes and using it. It's really, really dope. So what I ended up doing was I took that pattern and I put it on the Benz lead preset. And it came out like this. And I'm like, man, yo, I'm really feeling that. It sounds really gritty. It sounds, and I like that gritty boom bap sound. It sounds real gritty. It sounds really, just like, almost like a dark melody, right? And then turned it into this. So I laid the drums on there and just that MIDI pattern. And I added a few sounds from a lo-fi kit that I have, a lo-fi drum kit. And I just used a couple sounds to complement that main MIDI pattern that's playing. And basically, this is what it is. I got that vinyl, gritty vinyl sound playing in the back with the crackling. That sound right there. That sound right there. And the rest is just bass and the drum kit. And so I just created a little counter pattern for the main pattern, for the melody. It was like a little counter melody just to add on to it. And what I realized, man, is like, I like to create all kinds of beats. I don't like to put myself in a box of just boom bap. So sometimes I do try to make reggaeton beats. Sometimes I do try to make R&B, trap, and different types of hip hop, lo-fi, you know, some clubby type of sounds and stuff too. But I really love boom bap. It's one of my favorite types of beats to make. And I guess what I realized, man, is like, it's best to just go with what you're in the mood with, what you're feeling. You know, whatever emotions and whatever vibe you're in at that moment, just to run with that rather than trying to force yourself to make something that you're not in the mood to play, or you're not in the mood or that creative space for. So even though I wanted to make a trap beat because it's been a while, it just wasn't coming out the way that I wanted. And I know, like, you know, I'm still young in the, you know, the producer game, and, you know, learning how to make beats. And so I know you got to go through that phase of, like, you got to go through that phase of making terrible beats too. You know what I'm saying? This one might be terrible. Y'all might think this is trash. You know what I'm saying? I like it, but, you know, that's objective to me, right? Or subjective, whatever. But that's just something that I wanted to come on here and just share some things that I'm learning with people who make beats and who are into beat making videos. I just encourage you, man, join me on this beat making journey, this process. Um, I'm learning how to make videos with this stuff and, hook up all the equipment. I want to get you guys some, good quality tutorial videos. So I'm going to be working on something pretty soon where you guys will be able to just follow me as I'm building out a beat from scratch. But yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this in the comments. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Which beat sounds better, this one or the trap beat I was starting with? I'm not done with either of these. I'm probably gonna, build them out a little bit more, turn them into actual songs. But I definitely want to go back and swap out some of the drums especially, and some of the sounds for that trap kit. It's just, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. It didn't sound very trappy to me. But if you guys get any advice, yeah, definitely could use any advice that you guys have. And any tips, man. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this little short video. Have a great day. God bless.